Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear all students. I hope everyone is fine. Here I am Dr. Fauzi Nasir with new topic from your first year intermediate biology book. Starting as usual with pray to better teach and to better learn. Let's start with summary of last two lectures. In lecture number 1 we have discussed about syllabus and paper pattern in detail with content of biology syntax book board Jam Shoro and model paper of intermediate 2021 with time management skill. In lecture number 2 we have discussed about biology, its major and some advanced branches which are included in your syllabus. Here I want to mention I have given the lecture number 1 and lecture number 2 link in description box, so go to description box and click lecture number 1 and lecture number 2 link for your study. And here I am going to discuss today's topic, kingdom system. Kingdom system, in which first word kingdom is commonly used as highest rank of classification system. The old system of classification of living organism was plant kingdom and animal kingdom. So you can see previously all the organisms are grouped in either under plant kingdom or animal kingdom on their characteristics. Modern system of classification have been proposed by R.H. Whittaker in 1996. He proposed 5 kingdom system, included kingdom number 1 is kingdom Monera, B kingdom Protoctista and Protista, C kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and 5th is kingdom Animalia. So these are the 5 kingdom system which have been proposed by Whittaker. Number 1 is kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera includes all those type of organisms which are prokaryotic in nature, and they shows the following characters. They are typically unicellular organism, but the genetic material in this organism is the naked circular DNA, and a nuclear envelope is absent. Both ribosomes and simple chromatophores are the only subcellular organisms in the cytoplasm. So they are unicellular and simple organisms having simple cellular organization. They have their sap vacuole. They do not have sap vacuoles, but they have gas vacuoles. So sap vacuoles do not occur in monerans. Instead, gas vacuoles may be present. The mode of nutrition is absorptive or photosynthetic and chemosynthetic. So the predominant mode of nutrition is absorptive, and some groups are photosynthetic and chemosynthetic as well. Like some groups of bacteria are photosynthetic and they can be chemosynthetic as well. The organisms are usually non-motile, but by the beating of simple flagella or by cladding. Okay, बहुत सारे ऐसे बैक्टीरिया भी हैं जिनके अंदर सिर्फ एक फ्लैजेला मौजूद है और कुछ ऐसे नॉन मोटाइल बैक्टीरियाज भी मौजूद हैं. Here few are the examples of kingdom Monerans. All the bacteria are included in kingdom Monerans. These are cyanobacteria. These are blue-green algae. Number 2 is kingdom Protoctista. It is also called kingdom Protista. They usually include all the aquatic organisms present in the soil or in the areas with moisture as well. तो ये तमाम तरह के organism जो हैं habit wise Protoctista के members होते हैं. Most of Protista species are unicellular organism, but few are multicellular as well, such as kelp. As I told here, some species of kelp grow so large that they exceed over 100 feet in height and known as giant kelp. You can search giant kelp on Google Images for your knowledge. They're eukaryotic organisms, unlike monarans. Their cells of this species have a nucleus and membrane bounded all the organelles. They are autotrophic or heterotrophic in nature. Autotrophic means they can prepare their own food material, or some species are can't prepare their own food material. They are dependent. Autotrophic organism can create their own food and survive, and can then survive, while heterotrophic organism on the other hand has to derive nutrition from other organism, such as plants or animals to survive. Protoctista includes three types of organisms. One type of organism is plant-like, other is the group called fungi-like, and the last group is called animal-like. The three types of organisms are found in kingdom Protista, but all are eukaryotic organisms, right? They can be unicellular or multicellular. Kingdom Protoctista members can be parasite. It can be parasite, matlab parasitism is also observed in Protista. Species such as Trypanosoma protozoa can cause sleeping sickness in human. तो ट्राइपोसोमा क्या करता है कि ये प्रोटोजोआ है और ये स्लीपिंग सिकनेस भी कॉज करता, एंड दिस इज parasites. So they are called parasite. Parasites means organism which get benefit from any organism but get harm to that. कि उनसे तो फ़ायदा ले लेते हैं लेकिन उनको नुकसान पहुंचाते हैं. मतलब आप कह सकते हैं कि इंसानों की वो कैटेगरी भी है जो क्या मतलब परस्तों की होती है. एनीवेज प्रोटिस्ट एग्जिबिट locomotion through cilia and flagella. तो प्रोटिस्टा के अंदर लोकोमोटरी ऑर्गन क्या हो सकता है? cilia and flagella. A few organisms belonging to kingdom Protista have pseudopodia as well as a locomotory organ. So what are the locomotory organs in this? Cilia, flagella and pseudopodia. Pseudopodia means false foot, like projection, like which is produced in amoeba, as you can remember. Protista reproduces by asexual means, right? कि reproduction के अंदर कैसी होती है? asexual होती है. And the sexual method reproduction is extremely rare in this kingdom, and occurs only during times of stress. Normally kingdom Protista produces asexually. Few are the examples of kingdom Protoctista, like slime molds, amoeba, right? Euglena, well known These are well known organisms and you have studied in class 9th. और आपने इसकी बहुत डायग्राम्स भी बनाई होंगी प्रैक्टिकल जर्नल के अंदर भी, और ये अक्सर आपकी स्पॉटिंग में भी आया करता था. डायनोफ्लैजेलेटा ये बॉटम में मौजूद होता है लिविंग बॉडी के. इसी तरह से पैरामीशियम कॉमन organism, datums are also present beneath the water rocks or etc. Macrolega, right? So these are the few examples of kingdom protista. Kingdom. Now the third is the kingdom fungi. The kingdom fungi includes all those organisms which are eukaryotic, non-motile, and heterotrophic in nature. Eukaryotic means they can have complete nucleus in their body. Non-motile means they cannot locomote from one place to another place due to they lack this organelles, and they are heterotrophic organisms, means they cannot prepare their own food material by the process of photosynthesis. Fungi may be unicellular filamentous, like nostoc is filamentous and yeast is unicellular organism, and both are fungi. They reproduce by means of spores. इनके अंदर रिप्रोडक्शन का प्रोसेस होता है, तो यहाँ पर सीड प्रोड्यूस नहीं होता बल्कि स्पर्स प्रोड्यूस होते हैं. फंजाई एग्जिबिट्स द फिनोमिना ऑफ alternation of generation. Fungi lack chlorophyll and hence cannot perform the process of photosynthesis. Fungi do not have chlorophyll. इनके अंदर क्लोरोफिल प्रेजेंस ही नहीं होता, इसी वजह से ये फोटोसिंथेसिस का प्रोसेस भी नहीं कर सकते, और ये इसीलिए डिफरेंट होते हैं फ्रॉम किंगडम प्लांट. ऑल्दो दे आर वेरी सिंपल ऑर्गेनिजम्स. फंजाई शेयर देयर फूड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ स्टार्च. तो इनके अंदर भी जो फूड फॉर्म होता है उनमें स्टार्च होता है. Biosynthesis or chitin occurs in fungi. The nuclei of the fungi very small. During mitosis, the nuclear envelope is not dissolved easily. The fungi have no membrane stage. They develop from the spores. The mode of reproduction is cellular, sexual or asexual. Some fungi are present and can infect the host, right, as a parasite. Fungi produces a chemical called pheromone, which leads to sexual reproduction in fungi. For example, mushrooms, molds, and yeast. These are the few examples of kingdom fungi. Kingdom fungi also included mushrooms, yeast, and Saccharomyces. The next is kingdom plant. Kingdom plant is very important group of organisms. They produce oxygen, and they are only producer present on earth. Only some type of bacteria which can produce oxygen, वरना कोई और organism नहीं है जो कि हमारा source हो oxygen production के लिए. So the kingdom planting possesses the following characteristic feature. They are non-motile. They cannot be moved from one place to another place. They usually reproduce by sexual mode of reproduction. They follow the autotrophic mode of nutrition, and these are the multicellular eukaryotic organisms. They have cell wall, and they have chlorophyll. They have cell wall and have chlorophyll in the plasters. Also, they have large single vacuole at the corner of each cell. Here we will take example of kingdom plantae like mustard, pea, ladyfinger, China rose, oleander, mango, wheat, peas, radish, carrots, coconut, guava, right? Most green colored plants. On the basis of flowering and non-flowering, mango, peas, pine, pear, chlamydomonas, fern, mosses, all are included in our next lecture. Plants can be also divided on the basis of habitat. They can be mango or apple, lotus, water lily, etc. Now come to discuss at the end kingdom Animalia. They are multicellular organisms which do not possess chlorophyll. They are eukaryotic organisms. They have complete nucleus in their cell. Cell wall is absent in kingdom Animalia. It is the main difference between animal cell and plant cell as well. Their mode of nutrition is heterotrophic, right? Because they depend on other organisms for food. They have muscle cells. They have muscle cells due to which they have the capability to contract and relax the body parts. They usually in animals the mode of reproduction is sexual. However, asexual reproduction is also found in lower forms. During development, multicellular embryos form from the zygote. They require oxygen for aerobic respiration and exit carbon dioxide. Sorry. These are the few examples of kingdom Animalia like mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, etc. Now come to summarize kingdom characteristics in their comparison table. Kingdom Monera cellular structure, your organization is prokaryotic, while in other rest of four kingdoms The cellular organization is eukaryotic. The nuclear envelope is absent in moneyrons while present in the rest of all the kingdoms. Cell wall is only absent in animals while present in others. But the composition of cell wall can be different, like cellulose and polysaccharides in plantae. Cell wall is made up from chitin in fungi, made up from some other forms in protista and monarchs. When we talk about mode of nutrition, animals are completely heterotrophic organisms. Plants are usually completely photosynthetic organisms, while fungi are absorptic and heterotrophic organisms. They can be saprophytic as well. Protista can be photosynthetic and heterotrophic organisms. Monarchs are autotrophic and heterotrophic organisms. अगर हम बात करें कि कहाँ कहाँ मल्टीसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स होते हैं और कहाँ यूनिसेलुलर, तो हमें पता चलेगा कि मोनेरन्स में हमेशा यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिजम्स होते हैं। प्रोटिस्टा के अंदर कहीं पर जो है वो मल्टीसेलुलर केसेस में आपको ऑर्गेनिजम्स नज़र आएंगे, वरना यूजुअली दे आर यूनिसेलुलर। अच्छा, फंजाई में भी दे कैन बी multicellular or unicellular. Usually they are multicellular. और plants के अंदर they are present in all forms. Animalia में भी they are present in all forms. I hope students everything is clear to you. Waiting for your feedback in comment section, and it's time to go, so thank you so much for being with me. Allah Hafiz.